Okay. So students, if you can recall, okay, so among the retail mix, location, merchandise management we have already learned. So we are discussing pricing. Okay, so the chapter number that deals with pricing strategy of retailers is chapter number, okay, 14. Okay, so far what we have learnt is the pricing issues or pricing strategies by retailers. So basically there are two pricing strategies. One is EDLP, everyday low pricing. Same price is charged, okay, all 365 days a year, which is below MRP. High low pricing is, okay, a retailer gives discounts, thereby reducing the price, okay, during the offer period. And once the offer days are over, the merchandise is sold back to MRP. Okay, that is high low pricing, which is adopted by most of the retailers. Okay, so everyday low pricing examples in India are Med Plus and Apollo pharmacies. Another classic example is a Walmart discount stores. Okay. Then pricing strategies, okay, their features, okay, and comparison, not point to point, but in general comparison was made. Till here we learnt in previous class before your IA2. So let me continue from here. So next topic in the chapter is considerations in setting retail prices. So try to understand that a retailer, okay, is an intermediary in the distribution channel. Yes. Yeah, what happened? Someone was trying to speak. Okay. So try to understand that a retailer is an intermediary in the distribution channel. Okay, if we consider the traditional distribution channel, manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer, and consumer. So between wholesaler and consumer, retailer comes. But since organized retailers buy directly from the manufacturers, okay, they eliminate wholesalers. Thereby, their gross margin will be very high compared to unorganized retailers who buy from wholesalers. Okay, so organized retailers like Big Bazaar, Reliance Fresh, more. Okay, they buy from manufacturers. In a retailing term, they are referred to as vendors. Okay, so which products are available in more, Reliance Fresh, Big Bazaar? Okay, Hindustan Unilever Limited products, Procter and Gamble okay, company products, ITC company products. We all know, right? Okay, so these organized retailers also buy from manufacturers and sell to end users for a margin. So between this, what prices they set? So MRP, I have always told you, MRP full form is maximum retail price. A retailer cannot sell that product beyond MRP or for more than MRP. Okay, but he can always sell below MRP. That is where pricing comes into picture in case of organized retailing. Okay, so retailers can give their own discounts there by reducing the price. So this background, if you know, then let us go ahead and consider the fact. Okay, what factors are considered by retailers while setting retail prices? Okay, so they include price sensitivity of the market or consumers, competition, cost, and legal constraints. Okay, legal constraints we are not going to discuss here. Other points we are going to learn. Okay, the first factor that is considered by a retailer while setting the retail prices is the price sensitivity of the market, or how sensitive the consumers are to a change in price. So according to price elasticity of demand, what we have learned, okay, those goods that have high elasticity or high elastic, okay, in demand. What does it mean? The consumer durables, for example. So what will happen if the prices increase? Demand increases or decreases? Demand decreases. And if the price is low, demand increases. So therefore many other categories of products also, for example, beauty products. Okay, so some category of personal care products, clothing or apparel, for example. Okay, so then sportswear. There are many categories for which consumers are sensitive to the price. So larger the price, lower will be the higher the price, lower will be the demand. So to manage that supply and demand, many a times retailers manage supply and demand by way of reducing the price, or increasing means they don't sell beyond MRP, from discounted price back to MRP, which is a high price. So relationship between price sensitivity and demand. See, India basically is a price sensitive market. Okay, you need to know this. Okay, so there are other segments of customers, who may not be price sensitive. Okay, but you can consider on an average India is a price sensitive market. Okay, so consumers are highly sensitive to prices. So relationship between price sensitivity and demand. So the basic theory says when price increases, sales can decrease. Why they use the word can? It is not true in all cases. Okay, for example, in case of medicines, so will you not buy medicine if the price goes up? No, I will not buy. You will say no, we cannot say that. Simple example. As fewer customers feel the product is a good value. When the price increases for the same product, consumers feel that it is not worth purchasing the same product for a higher price. Okay, yeah. Then the demand curve. See, this you have learnt. Those who are BCom students, BBA students, you have learnt it throughout your BCom. That is in managerial economics or economics for managers. Okay, and then in MBA semester 1 economics you have learnt again. Okay, so quantity sold at different prices. So along the y-axis it is the quantity sold. Okay, 0 to 10,000 units. Okay, and along x-axis, it is the price. Okay, so price you can consider it in dollars. Okay. Okay, see what you can see is when the price is $6, the demand is highest, somewhere close to 10,000 units. Okay, as the price goes on increasing, so what you can see from the graph, I will hold it away from the graph. So at a $6.5 per unit, the demand decreases to somewhere close to 6,000 units. At $7, the demand drops below 6,000 units. At $7.5, the price demand decreases to 4,000 units. At $8, it decreases below 4,000 units, and so on. So what you can see, the demand curve, it is just what we learned here. When the price increases, sales can decrease. That's it. Okay, nothing more than that. So this factor has to be considered by the retailers. So what if they sell the merchandise below discount? Now if you look at Amazon and Flipkart, how they are trying to attract the customers, are trying to influence Indian consumers to switch from stores to online channel by way of selling the merchandise at a very steep discount, very low prices. That is the pricing strategy. High-low pricing strategy it is. Okay. So why it will work? Because India is a price sensitive market, or most of the consumers in India are price sensitive. Same product available at a lower price, they prefer to buy online rather than stores. But many other factors also count, like consumer buying behavior. Okay. Yeah. So if customers are very price sensitive, sales decrease significantly with price increase as shown in the graph. Okay. Then profit at different prices. Again, the same second part of the graph. Okay. So what you can see is at $6 per unit, the profit is somewhere around $1,500. So as the price goes on increasing, the profit Okay, up to certain point goes on increasing. At $6.5, the profit is slightly above $1,500, and at the profit is highest or maximum at $7 per unit. The profit is more than $2,500. But beyond that point, what happens? At $7.5, $8 per unit price, profit goes on declining. Okay, why? What happens? See, we are not talking about a percentage of profit. Huh? Try to understand, not percentage of margin. We are talking about value, rupee value or dollar value as a whole. Why the total profit goes on decreasing after $7 per unit? At $8, at $8.5, the profit, total profits are lowest because, yes, because of the increase in price, the demand goes on decreasing, sales go on decreasing, so your total profits are lower. So we are talking about total profits here. Okay, so this point has to be taken into account. So by this graph, okay, theoretically, let us say what idea it gives to the retailer, the company can sell the product at most profitable way, okay, or at the highest profit at $7 per unit. See, the company need not sell the product for a lower profit. Customers will feel that at $7 also that product is worth, and the demand will not fall up to $7 per unit. So this is how these factors are taken into consideration while setting retail prices. Okay, then price elasticity of demand. A commonly used measure of price sensitivity is given by elasticity is equal to percentage change in quantity sold divided by percentage change in price. Okay, so there are no calculations here, just it is for our knowledge. Okay, so that is the first factor. Okay, so price sensitivity is the first factor. Okay, see, for example, if we consider Apple, okay, the way it has made its name into the global market among smartphones, no other phone is able to leave that image or leave that impact across the globe. But what is its market in India? Okay, increasing means by what volume? You should know that only in last month, Apple started only in the last month. After all these years, maybe more than 1 decade or 2 decades, only last month Apple has started its own online store. Until now, Apple phones were sold through intermediaries by Amazon, Flipkart, and so on. Why they did not start their own channel or own e-commerce platform? The cost will be more, the operating of the e-commerce site will be more than their total sales and profits. Okay, so that is how it is. So why it is so? Because Indian market is price sensitive. Indian consumers are price sensitive. Okay, that happens due to lower disposable income, lower purchasing power. Okay, then second factor what the retailer needs to consider while setting retail prices are competitive information. Okay, so what prices are set by other retailers in the same market? So because if the same products are sold at 2 different prices in the same place by 2 different retailers, where consumers will go? Yeah, so the retailer who is selling the price at a product at a lower price, the customers will go there. You see, for example, I had been to Vishal Mega Mart. Okay, so one time we wanted to buy monthly grocery. I saw at the rice bran oil that we purchased, it was MRP, sold at MRP 130 rupees. And in the Kirana store from where I buy, he sells the same brand at 115 rupees plus home delivery, free home delivery. So why should I go to Vishal Mega Mart? Okay, so why I purchased it from my regular Kirana store? Because same brand was being sold at a lower price than Vishal Mega Mart, at a lower price than more than Reliance Fresh. Okay, so that is why you need to gather information about competitors. Most retailers routinely collect price data about their competitors to adjust their prices to remain competitive. See, my Kirana store owner also, let me tell you, okay, he's very smart. Okay, he's smart, okay, by nature. He doesn't know organized way of planning, implementing, controlling. Okay, but just by nature gifted brain. Okay. So earlier, same brand of oil he used to sell us at 102 rupees. 130 rupee oil packet, 102 rupees. When he learnt that Reliance Fresh, More and Vishal Megamart are selling the same brand at 130 rupees, he increased the price. He started selling it at 115 rupees, but still lower than organized retailer. Are able to understand? So is he smart? Very smart he is. Okay. Yeah. So his profits are increased without decrease in demand. See, that is what I call it as a retail pricing strategy. Without decrease in demand, your profit should increase, or your total sales should increase. Okay, so these are some examples, American examples, but I will not consider. I gave my own example. Okay, so of Dharwad, Pakka local, okay, organized as well as unorganized retail example. So there are some examples of medicines that are sold by different retailers. These are different retailers and how the price changes. Okay, so this is Centrum vitamins, 130 tablet pack. At CVS store, it is sold at $9.49. At a Winn-Dixie store, it is sold at $9.99. And at Walmart, it is sold at $8.26. So the prices vary. So Walmart being the market leader, they always see to it that their prices are lower than other competitors. They may even be able to sell it at below $8, but they will not do it because at $8.26, their total profits will be higher without decrease in demand. That is what the pricing strategy is. Okay. Then how can retailers reduce price competition? But basically what happens, in a bid to attract the customers, retailers go on reducing the price and that affects their total profits. So there is a small part here, subtopic, how retailers can reduce price competition. Okay. So because if among organized retailers, what happens, they have a intelligence, okay, department that gathers information about competitors. And if majority or if the direct competitors are reducing the price, this retailer is also forced to reduce the price and thereby reducing everybody's profits. Are able to understand? So how to reduce that price competition? Price competition is not good for companies. All companies end up making low profits. So it is advised that develop lines of private label merchandise. But that private label merchandise quality should be acceptable quality, affordable price. Okay. And it should be liked by the customers. Customers should be satisfied with the private labels. How it will help increase demand? Because that brand will be available only in the particular store. That brand will not be sold by other competitors. So you need not sell your merchandise below MRP. Negotiate with national brand manufacturers for exclusive distribution rights. Okay, but it depends on the nature of products. In case of some designer wear, it may be possible. Okay, that only one chain of retail will sell a particular brand of, okay, fashion apparel. And that one example is there in India, VU television. Okay, I keep you giving the example, the brand which I purchased 2 or 3 years ago. VU brand of television, for first year, it was sold exclusively only by Flipkart in India. It was not available in stores, not available with Amazon or Snapdeal. So that is what we are talking. In that case also what will happen? Okay, you can sell the product. As long as the product is good, customers accept the product, you need not sell it below MRP. Have vendors make unique products for the retailer, or in some cases, okay, so companies like Walmart can demand this. Walmart can tell its suppliers, Procter & Gamble or some other companies, you make some special or different products which can be sold only through Walmart stores. So when you maintain exclusivity, the chances of selling the merchandise below MRP or at a discount decreases. Okay. Yeah. So now this is part of the same subtopic, how to reduce price competition. Because of price competition, retailers take markdowns. Markdown means they sell the merchandise below MRP. They sell it at a discount by sacrificing their margin of profit. Okay. So one is clearance markdowns. Why do retailers put the merchandise on sale? You know, the clearance sale you have heard. Clearance sale have seen. End of season sale, clearance sale, all that. Stock clearance sale, brand factory, yeah, example, end of season sale, okay, all that. So clearance markdowns to get rid of slow moving obsolete merchandise. So those goods that are moving very slow, okay, so those merchandise are cleared out or sold out by selling them at a steep discount. Okay, most of the time brand factory, what we see is this clearance markdown. Okay, it is that clearance markdown, brand factory. Promotional markdowns to increase sales and promote merchandise. It may be when the store is new, you can put up the merchandise for promotional markdown, or during festive seasons to attract the customers, you can put up the merchandise for promotional markdown, because they help increase sale and promote merchandise. To increase traffic flow and sale of complementary products, generate excitement through a sale. So when there is sale, you might have experienced it. Okay, when you go inside, all merchandise will not be offered at a discount. Some categories of merchandise are offered at a discount. But what we do, we also buy those merchandise which are sold at a discount. Along with that, we buy some other products also. Okay, so that is what it says. Sale of complementary products generate excitement through the sale. Then to generate cash to buy additional merchandise. So why retailer put up the merchandise on sale? Okay, so if the merchandise is moving slow, it means the working capital will be blocked in the unsold finished goods inventory which is lying in the store. So retailer will need money to buy fresh stock. So how he can do? Only when the old stock is cleared, he can buy money, he can get money to buy new stock. But if it is not moving fast, you sell it at a discount. That selling it at a discount is called as markdown. Okay, so reasons why retailers take markdowns. Okay, then optimizing markdown decision. So markdown situations are unavoidable. Okay, markdown situations are unavoidable. Okay, but yet how to optimize, how to make maximum utilization of these markdown situations. So one is traditional approach is use a set of arbitrary rules like sell through. Identifies markdown items when its weekly sell through percentage fall below a certain level. So which merchandise should be sold for a discount, or which merchandise should be identified for markdown promotion. Okay, through the computers in the retail store, the store manager can find out the slow moving items. Slow moving means what? Okay, so they'll say in 1 week minimum 100 units should be sold, for example. And if that merchandise is selling below 100 units per week, we call it slow moving item. I said for example, I have not given any example. I just said for our understanding. Then rule based. Second is rule based, cuts prices on the basis of how long the merchandise has been in the store. The second method to identify the merchandise to be sold on markdown is you identify which goods are kept without selling in the store for how many days. Say there are goods that are kept in the store and that have been not sold for last 1 week, last 2 weeks. You decide the benchmark. So goods that are not being sold for last 15 days, put them for sale. Okay, so these are the approaches that are used by retailers to optimize the markdown decisions. You traveled, Manjur, you traveled overnight. You are here only. Okay. You are feeling sleepy. That's why, so to avoid feeling sleepy, he's staring at me. He's trying to keep his eyes open. Hmm? Early morning. Now gym is empty. Good. Okay. So some 5 minutes are remaining, I think. Hmm? I'll
Sir,
post. Okay. There is a power cut.
sir. Hello, sir.
What happened to this UPS? 1 minute also it cannot take. Oh. So the computer is not connected. I had to restart. But I think by that time our 5 minutes will get over. Shruti's attendance I have to mark. Are starting?
Oh, Shruti is present, sir.
So for projector, but I think still 4 minutes are better.
What I was speaking with your meeting.
No problem. Hello students, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay, so let me continue. Optimizing markdown decisions, continued. Okay, so a software is used to determine when and how much markdown should be taken to produce the best results by continually updating pricing forecasts on the basis of actual sales and factoring in differences in price sensitivity. So there will be a software which will first identify the merchandise which is not moving fast. Okay, then at what point in time the demand is very low and which products are price sensitive. Based on that, the software decides or gives an output which merchandise to be put on sale or promotional markdown, okay, at what price or at what percentage of discount. But you need to feed input to that. Okay. Then liquidating markdown merchandise. So there can be a question for 10 marks on related to markdown. Okay. So liquidating markdown merchandise. Okay. See, you should know that in Bata, okay, I have seen Brand Factory also. Many of the retailers I have seen, okay, Decathlon as well. Even after putting up the merchandise for sale at a very steep discount, still some products remain unsold. Are you aware about this fact?
Yes,
Students
sir.
who are online, yes, very good. What they do with that merchandise? That is all over now. Clearance sale, stock clearance sale, promotional markdown, everything is over. Still merchandise remains unsold. What they do? How to get rid of that merchandise which is remaining after selling, offering discounts. See here, sell the merchandise to another retailer. When the new retailer puts it up in his racks, it will become new. Then consolidate the unsold merchandise. Okay. So all the across the market, we're not talking about one store here. All the stores in a country, for example, all the stores in a country or all the stores in a market, you consolidate, okay, all the unsold merchandise. Then you can decide what you want to do with it. Then place merchandise on internet auction site. Okay. So that can be purchased by those kind of retailers who sell it during the sale. You know, some unorganized sales or exhibitions come. This is how they buy. Okay. Earlier it used to be offline auction. Now it is online auction. So consolidate all the unsold merchandise from throughout the market. Okay, bring it to one place and then make an auction online. Okay, so it is quite profitable. I do recall, okay, there was one such unorganized exhibition and sale in Harvard, and they were selling original Levi's jeans, okay, which will cost more than 3,000 rupees per pair of jeans at around 1,000 rupees per jeans, and I verified they were original. Okay, but I could understand from where they have purchased it. Original brands they were. Donate merchandise to charity. Okay, also a good option. Then carry the merchandise over to the next season if they are good in condition and if there is going to be demand in next season. For example,